Hey guys, Mr. Main Event here. I want to talk about the whole Star Wars Battlefront 2 loot box controversy that everybody's been talking about. And I kind of just wanted to give my own impressions, my own takes, because I really think that there's a solution that benefits companies that are implementing these microtransactions as well as the consumer that nobody's really looking at or talking about. You know, we've all heard about or read about or Reddit shit posted about the EA Star Wars Battlefront 2 pay-to-win microtransactions. And we should. It's bullshit. I get it. And to the developers' defense, the cost of games is becoming more expensive. Developing games is getting more expensive. Now they have to add 4K and HDR assets into every game, even if you don't have a PC that can do that, or an Xbox One X or a PS4 Pro. They still have to make that and factor that into their costs. Things are getting more expensive, and that's the developer's defense. And a big solution that a lot of people have brought up is just raise the price of games. I'd gladly pay $75 instead of $60 if there's no bullshit microtransactions and they leave me alone. But I don't believe that that's a good solution, simply because the whole give an inch, take a mile thing, EA is not going to do that shit. If EA charges $75 for a game, there's no way to like make it legally binding to say, hey, if we pay $75, you won't fuck us, right? EA would go, yeah, sure, pay $75, and then they'd still put bullshit microtransactions in their game because they're EA. And Ubisoft and all the other companies like that would still do it. So the solution isn't raising the price of games. And what bothers me is that we had the loot box formula down. We had it down. We had Overwatch, we had Halo 5, we had Gears 4, where the only thing that was in the loot boxes were cosmetic items that wasn't pay to win, and they even gave us things like, in Overwatch, free characters, new maps. All of these things were free, and that was their way to recoup the high development costs without, like, dividing their player base by releasing map packs and, oh, you want to play with your buddy, but he doesn't have the most recent map pack, so you can't play that map. It was a really good solution, but companies like EA and all these other companies have taken advantage of that. And the real solution, honestly, lies in the marketing budget. The marketing budget for games is ridiculously high. It's way too high. And for anybody watching this, when was the last time that you turned on your TV, you were watching football, you were watching basketball, or whatever you're into, and you saw a commercial for a game that you've never heard of? It never happens. You didn't watch a basketball game last week and you saw a commercial for Star Wars Battlefront and you went, oh my god, they're making another one? They've been marketing this game for months. When you're EA and you're making a game like Star Wars, it's fucking Star Wars. You show it off at E3, you cut a couple trailers, you post them on your Twitter and your Facebook, and you allow companies like IGN and GameSpot to share them. I mean, we all see games way before they have commercials on television, and companies are spending millions of dollars putting billboards in Times Square. You know how much money that fucking costs? You know how much money it is to put a billboard in Times Square for a week? To run games on Monday Night Football? Run commercials on Monday Night Football? It's millions of dollars. If you cut that marketing budget, you can save several $1,000,000, which I bet if you ran the numbers, they don't really add that much in terms of awareness. People never learn about games or are convinced to buy a game from a 30-second cinematic commercial playing during Monday Night Football. They've already heard about it weeks or months ago because there was a trailer reposted on Twitter. Somebody retweeted. They go on Reddit. They go on Kotaku. They go on IGN. They listen to podcasts or somebody tells them about it. That's where gaming marketing lies. It doesn't lie in TV commercials. They spend so much money marketing these games, and then they try to fuck the consumer on the back end to pay for all the money they spent making this game. The development costs, I'm sure, are high, but they add the marketing costs, of course, as part of a development cost, and it doesn't need to be. They can slash their marketing budget by 90% and just cut a couple trailers and put them up on your official Twitter and your official Facebook, and people will find them and share them and retweet them. It'll get around. IGN and GameSpot and Kotaku will all post about your new shit. They'll talk about it. It'll get shared around. You can save millions of dollars, and your game will still have a higher chance of being profitable because you didn't spend so much on the marketing budget. And then you don't have to fuck us. You'll probably fuck us anyways because you're EA and that's what you do, but it's an easy solution. It can be done. I mean, I didn't see any commercials for The Witcher 3 on TV. That game sold like hotcakes. I'm playing Wolfenstein 2. There aren't really commercials for that game. That's all I'm saying. Like, subscribe, or don't. I don't give a fuck.
Recon airborne. Enemy counter recon aircraft observed. Recon strikes included. Enemy recon aircraft in the air. Securing Bertha. Recon aircraft destroyed. Air package ready for airdrop. Mark the DZ. Taking B. Strike aircraft ready for orders. Bertha is ours. Care package descending. Protect the drop zone. Strafing run inbound.